This is Jordan. You might recognize him from our crazy adventures on Gumball 3000. He has one of every Ferrari. Not some, all of them. He gets offered cars normal people, like me, can't even see. $2 million at MSRP, then immediately worth 10. You see, this is what happens when you win the game, the exclusive car game. The one where being wealthy is not enough. Meanwhile, here's me, driving a Porsche that doesn't even belong to me. It belongs to Damon's daughter. But she's not using it, and frankly, I had nothing else to do today. That is the Porsche to get right now, the GT3 RS. And you can't just buy one, you have to be invited. So naturally, I've decided to try and get one by trading a car I don't even own. I want to know, do they think it's tastefully modified? Is it actually worth more now that's been seen by millions? Will it get me closer to a GT3 RS allocation? Because in this world, you don't just buy your dream car, you earn it. Well, he's got a gate. Wow. And immediately it does not disappoint. Ferraris everywhere. Jordan is a huge Ferrari collector, and I guarantee you, you will never meet anybody like Jordan. Jordan! There he is! Hey, buddy! Hey, dog vlog! Hey, buddy! Hey, Butters! I was in the area and I thought we'd pop by inside of Jordan. You guys know him from Gumball. He has a crazy car collection. He's a crazy man. He tried so hard to get arrested in Italy and he couldn't do it.
Well, you tried to help.
And then we're doing Gumball together in September. We are doing Istanbul to Ibiza.
Yes, not very far in the alphabet, but I was just in Istanbul about a month ago. Amazing city. Yep. I cannot see how we're going to be running the cars there. It's more ancient than Rome. This
really?
Place, right?
I know nothing about
like
Istanbul.
it's tight, potholes. It's uneven. I mean, but obviously my 812, I don't really care.
So I'm reading the 812 then? Yeah, that's your Gumball car?
There's a potential other one, but from right now, it's going to be the same one I've used in all of them.
And is there a goal to get arrested again this year?
Well, at least to get taken to a police station.
Really?
It's a tight line to walk, but there's a real sweet spot there.
Well, Eastern Europe, you can take care of things.
We were in Belarus, we got a speeding ticket. They're like, you have to come to our station. I'm just like, just tell me, am I getting arrested? I'm still coming. Park outside. It was their credit card reader had run out of battery.
Oh, so they didn't tell you that.
Yeah, so they're like, here, pay for this. And so then we spend the next hour doing exactly what you always have to do. They're all getting pictures with the card. Really nice people in the end. That would qualify as being taken to a police station.
Okay, so this next Gumball.
There's a way to do it.
I have never been to a police station before.
Really?
Not like, unless I was going there to like apply for a job or something.
Yeah.
While we're here quickly, show us some of your cars. You got a lot.
Yeah,
I see two right here. What we got going on here?
I always sort of joke that, especially the summertime when I've got all the cars here rather than in storage over the winter. It almost looks like I spilt my Matchbox cars in my yard.
It does.
Because this is my SF90. It's got the Assetto Furiano package on it. It means it has no lifter. It means it's super uncomfortable. 1,000 horsepower roughly. It's the only car I have that I've never really given it. You know, I'll tap it down. I've never just floored it.
People say this car's scary to drive.
It's scary precise. I really get the feeling that when you're turning and accelerating through a corner, electric motor's in the front, you feel that pull, like you're actually getting pulled in that direction, which is just such a more positive feeling when you're trying to make sure your car goes where you want it to. But I
saw a video recently of them doing the shields all of stencils, how long it takes.
I saw that one too, hey?
It's pretty cool.
It is very cool.
It's a lot of work. That's why they charge you, what, 12 grand to do that?
15,000.
$15,000 to hand paint. No, it's not. Correction. Yeah. It's not hand painted. I thought hand painted a paintbrush. It's stenciled.
Guy in Rolls Royce is drawing the lines, right?
It's a stencil kit.
Still. But if you look at the way he's putting it down, it was pretty precise.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not taking it away from them. But when they say hand painted, there is a level of it where it's a bit more. The structure. They have basically a bunch of layers. They do a layer, spray it, clear coat it, polish it, another layer of the stencil, over and over and over. It probably takes them a few days to do one, but that is actual paint, which is really impressive.
Like they have to bake it every time. They're polishing it every time. I mean, it's more
pain in the ass.
The reason Ferrari gave when they're pitching it to me is A, it's special, so that's good, and it's also weighs less.
Oh, there you go. That's important.
Didn't have breakfast.
You skip breakfast and then drink lots of water.
Go to the bathroom before you drive your car. You can do better than the difference between the black and the paint.
It is funny how they'll sell on the weight difference, but I guess like if you're checking the boxes, it does look impressive, and I like the size of it. I think it looks really good on this car. So I think you have to do it, Jordan.
Yeah, my rule for the painted ones is they go on the limited cars.
Makes sense.
So
what's back here? What is this?
Or TaylorMade. That's why I pieced the Spider, like the one the blue carbon.
Oh wow.
You know, it's got blue carbon everywhere. It wasn't TaylorMade. It was one level down, whatever that's called. And once again, see, because this one's got the regular shield on it.
We call those the peasant shields.
How's that working?
Yeah, it's a peasant shield.
People, that's the name of that All right, I know that's nice. The Daytona's in there.
Oh, we saw that on the storage channel. If you guys didn't see that video, the spec on this off camera, you said you did this color scheme for a reason.
Well, the inspiration was it's supposed to be like a sunset in Maui, because I was going to have this car and move it over to my place in Maui. The roads are all crap. There's like salt everywhere. It's from obviously on the ocean. Plus the volcanic stuff eats through paint as well. You know, there's nowhere to go really. It's in the wrong place to take a Ferrari.
I see it now. It's a sunset. It's very, very nice with the blue carbon.
When you look at a sunset, the inside of the sun turns that bluey sort of thing, right?
On the
blue Flugplots is the paint.
What's it called?
Blue Flugplots.
Say that one more time.
Blue Flugplots.
That's a lot.
Yeah, eh?
A car over here is very special. Yeah. If you watch the storage channel, you guys have seen it, but this is the Daytona.
It's the only car that I have here that I have not driven.
You want to drive it right now?
You know, aside from the rain, well, I had promised Stephanie that she was going to be the first person.
Come on!
Yeah, there's some powers that a wife does have, there's lots of them. It came to Ferrari in Vancouver, spent probably a month and a half there doing the PPF, all the little pieces, like all over here, especially the rear end. Those are all individually cut, individually shaped.
Who does that? Someone has the balls to PPF this.
Sitting cross-legged in the back with like just surrounded by paper, and like, it's crazy. I mean, it's just.
So the whole thing PPF?
The whole thing's PPF.
Ceramic coated?
Yeah, ceramic. I still don't really understand ceramic.
Yeah, no one does.
But it came from the Vancouver Auto Show where it was the truck backed up here. I backed it up onto the lift, and that's the only place it's been since. Harder than you think to insure these things for road driving.
Oh, trust me, Damon and I know insurance is a nightmare on this.
Exactly.
It's hard. That's hard. This, especially in Canada, our Senna, anything over $1 million is almost impossible to get insurance on.
Well, that SF90 ICBC won't insure.
They won't do it?
They just say they'll give it. I can pay. I obviously have to pay my third party for if I crash into something. They will not give me any collision coverage at all.
Won't. In British Columbia, where we are right now, the government runs the insurance company. There's no private parties here.
Totally.
You can get private for things like collision and comprehensive, but your basic insurance has to be through the government. And they just say, no, we don't want to insure it. And then you're
if you were 100% at fault or even more like just at fault,
you might be on my insurance.
I got my insurance covered it as a third party collision. That doesn't happen in BC anymore. So I used to always figure I'm self-insured for my own mistakes.
Yep.
And if someone else hits me, it's their fault. I've got insurance to cover that. Now, if I don't have collision, I explicitly don't get.
If someone else hits you,
it doesn't matter whether it's my fault or not.
Yeah, it's called no-fault insurance.
Yeah.
Happens in the US as well. It's a shit show.
So when I'm driving these things, and I do still drive them, I'm really left to
all the risk.
It's luck.
It's luck.
They're called accidents for a reason. Someone hits that car, someone hits this car.
It happens.
I mean, that's why this will be properly insured.
So right now, Jordan can't drive the car because of insurance, but take a quick look at it.
You come once a week and you freaking start the engine, sit in it for a while.
May I ask you, what they charge you to PPF this?
$16,000.
That's actually not bad.
I think it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
I assume that Ferrari supplies them with like a 3D model of the car.
I have no idea.
But, it's that.
Yeah, where do they get the kit from?
Do they have to scan it?
Like, how many of these cars did they make?
$599, $499.
Well, I mean, I would say every single one's probably gonna get PPF, so a company would spend the money to get it scanned and be worth it.
It's only because it's raining I let you in.
Your living room looks like you're making, I don't know, something. Or, honestly, it looks like the inside of your brain.
Well, that's probably not that far off.
Look at this doggy. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy.
That's the cat. Yeah. So enter our gumball trophy, which should have gumballs in it. We don't have any gumballs.
Why do you have so many amplifiers? Are you okay? Do you get confused sometimes if you already have one and buy another one?
Well, sometimes it would seem that way. No, it's all about making perfect sound, and it was better in my old house than this house because this is all flat, hard surfaces.
Hey, puppy, puppy, puppy.
So it's a bit difficult on an audiophile level, but that's sort of what I'm going for.
I got it. I have ADD.
And they look beautiful. A lot of it's much like Ferraris. They're as much art as they are function. Did I ever tell you the story behind that yellow car? So I've got that for the Monza. I've got that one that matches my Monza. Ferrari makes these things.
Very cool.
How do you feel? You feel more powerful?
Rich.
You feel more important?
Did you get that for free with the car?
It's included in the price. But we're at the Ferrari Gala in New York. Of course, they're doing the auction for their charitable organization. Crazy purses and a steering wheel helmet signed by the driver. This car matches his original sketch of the car.
When they designed the car.
When he designed it.
Got it.
So Steph sees this, we're all having a good time. She's like, of course, how much does that car cost? I said, just say $1 million. So they put this thing up, and of course they got the big screens up around the stage, even the inside of the thing. It's got an actual like mechanical.
Oh my god.
But like even the inside matches. Right? So
you thought it was a real car for auction?
I didn't think anything. I was busy talking.
You thought it was the actual car.
So and it's going 30, 40, 50. So she gets excited, starts bidding. Everything before this had gone for 100,000 exactly. Because it would get up to a certain point, and then there's one big hitter table. They'll do 100,000, and then they'd win it. We're safe here. I don't need to intervene because she knows that this is just the model. She turns around with this look of glee on her face. We got it. We got the car for only 90 grand. I said, sweetheart, you weren't bidding on the car. You just bought the model.
I'm like, yeah, the model $80,000.
$90,000.
90,000 US.
And then I just started bawling.
Do you play with it? Do you ever take it and roll around the ground and play with it or anything?
This thing is in the room for a reason, because if I ever...
Buy something dumb?
No, if I ever do anything, you know, if my wife's ever sort of commenting on maybe some of my actions, I can usually just look over and stuff over here. Oh, look at this thing. This is the trunk, open on the trunk.
So for $90,000 USD, you could buy 430 with mileage on it?
But I'll tell you one thing you can't sell.
360?
You can't sell without this, is the car.
Who has the car?
It was somebody in Florida. I think one of the Ferrari dealerships in Florida bought it. It's showing somewhere in it.
And it has a lot of writing on it?
And it looks exactly this. It's an actual freaking
So you gotta
car.
find that guy and tell him what's 200 grand for that.
There's gonna be a time when it's being sold. It's gonna be sold at this huge premium. So what are they gonna make sure?
It has the car.
It has to have all the bits and pieces.
It does. It has to have the matching model
It has
car.
to have this. So yeah, and
That's a cool little model car for $90,000.
And until we get the Daytona model, which theoretically is coming.
And if you look at the quality of this, even this is...
Well, we could go out and look at the actual car. I've looked for differences.
So if you scratch your actual
It
car...
even has a little leather handle. So when your little person is sitting in there, you can pull your handle hook.
If you scratch the real car, you have to scratch the model car to match.
Would it already happen? Are they already connected? So that would be fun. It's like a voodoo doll for Monza.
This is really cool.
Yeah. So.
And just before we go into your garage, can you just explain to the audience watching now what actually is happening in your living room? Because there's going to be questions about all these equipment pieces. What is it all connected to each other?
Yeah, this is a two-channel audio system.
This is a two-channel audio system.
And it's all tube amplified. It's got separate everything.
All this comes from these speakers in front here.
Yeah. So there's that.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And you don't sell these, do you?
No.
You're not a dealer.
No.
This is personal for fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The heat is crazy.
Oh, totally. No, it will warm the room.
It's like being in front of a fireplace.
Totally. Which is why it actually comes with guards that go over these things, but you want to be able to see.
You torch somebody with this, hold their face against it, turn music up.
Well, you get a little bit worried with kids.
That's how they learn, though.
It was a hobby that, like every one of those kind of hobbies, like my pinball collecting hobby, got crazy during COVID and...
Your entire house is a man cave. Your wife is very patient.
It's less of a man cave than my old house.
Really?
Oh yeah, coming in.
Do you have any space for you, Stephanie, that's just for you? That's not covered in video games and amplifiers?
Yeah, but it's a mess right now.
Oh, I'm not gonna show it, don't worry.
She has a proper Pilates studio.
I'm just making sure there's some use space. All right, so there's another garage.
Yeah. All right.
All right. There's one car here that confuses me.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit smaller than the rest. This thing.
It's
What the hell is this? Is it a go-kart?
Well, it can be anything you want. I mean, it goes 50 miles an hour if it's European. Canada, the US, they're limited to 20 miles an hour.
Who makes this?
It's made by the little car company it's an English company. They make lots of these little things. They make them for Rolls, like these kind of versions for Rolls Royce.
Does Ferrari know about
it? Well, absolutely. You'll see it's got Ferrari logos all over it, right?
So how did I get sued for that?
The steering wheel.
Is Ferrari okay with this?
Well, this is an actual Ferrari.
What?
This is the only Ferrari that wasn't built in Maranello. Because when they approached them to do this, I guess Ferrari took it as an opportunity. It's technically the Testa Rossa J. It is a Ferrari. It doesn't say the little car company. Usually they have their badging on it as well. The only badging on this is Ferrari. Everything is authentic to the original. But instead of having a gas engine underneath it,
Oh, Elon built it.
You know, so I mean there's the Ferrari platform.
No way. Testa Rossa
Yeah.
J.
Which doesn't stand for Jordan.
That is
but
crazy. How many did they make?
They made 299 of them.
And you bought all of them?
I bought one.
They're all coming.
I gotta check. I think it might even be in the My Ferrari app that Ferrari owners use to manage their
Does
cars.
it have a VIN number then?
It does.
No.
Yeah,
So
it does.
hold on, can you street drive this?
I'm not sure. It does have indicator lights. It doesn't have seat belts. That'd be easy enough to fix. But I mean, that looks like every golf cart I've ever looked at.
Yeah, it does, 100%.
You know, it's got someone signed the wall over here.
A disgruntled employee at a factory.
Well, the interesting thing is, I would love to take you for a ride in it, but it's obviously raining and it's got no roof. Because this is the garage full of cars that have no roofs. The Mon's up there, the company that I paired to, which does have a roof. So but that's my 1963, I think, Austin Healey Bug-Eye Sprite. Set up a little road around here, and maybe we'll race.
Oh, done. Done. This thing probably it's electric, so it's got torque. You'd probably destroy that in our short racetrack over here.
We can do a drag race here, and we can actually set up a little racetrack around my driveway. Next time you come over, we'll do that.
Down. So this obviously is a very special car. How hard was this to get? Oh, they just offer it to you because you obviously are a supporter.
I don't want to make light of the fact that it is. It's never. But when you get awarded these cars, I like to say awarded. I don't know. You sort of get notification often, more so before COVID, but you'd get like a phone call or you get a letter in the mail.
So is it? Yeah, I was actually going to ask you. Is it usually a letter or a phone call, or is it a mix?
But these days it's a bit more of a mix because. I don't know if Ferrari's doing less of that stuff. They still do it on the really high end stuff, but like on the SF,
that's a phone call.
Yeah.
From Italy or your local dealer?
From New Jersey usually, of course, right?
Hey,
Ferrari North
hey,
America.
Jordan, I got Ferrari for you.
It's still all right, but like the F80 was a full video call with 3 people of Ferrari going through the award process and what it meant and that kind of stuff. So.
They send you a bullet and a gun. It's okay. We'll do Russian roulette.
Totally right. Which
Spin the chamber.
Yeah, one
if you win, you get an allocation.
I wonder how tough it is going to be to actually fill the F80's allocations.
Who knows?
Because it's going to be incredibly expensive. Right?
Do we have a number on that car yet?
I've heard north of 4.
Damn. MSRP.
And that's just guessing. That's nothing. No one's said any of that kind of stuff. But the Daytona was over 3.5.
Yeah,
US.
so for sure. It's gonna be
so
cool.
an F80 is going to be $1 million more than that.
But if you're Ferrari and you're watching the used market and a LaFerrari's $5 million, you're like, well, hold on. We sold that for whatever, 1.8. Yeah. I want that money.
Well, but the great thing is the prices still seem to be following the same path they always do. After the 2 years, they're worth about double.
Well,
you know,
that's just mathematics right there.
You know, so it's a bit bigger investment. It'd be nicer to have a little bit less on the line, but you're still going to buy it, right?
This is a 2011 Porsche Carrera GT. No, it's not a GT. It's a 991. It's a 911 991.1. I'll never get that right. And we built this for Damon's daughter Mia on the channel. However, Mia's very busy with her businesses and with work. And Damon said, you know what? Why don't you take it to Kelowna and you can drive it and enjoy it? I said, cool. So in this video, we're gonna see if we can sell it. We're gonna take it to Porsche and see, like, would they actually buy this car? Could I leverage this car to get on the list for like a GT3 RS, GT3 Touring special car by having this Porsche? Does it qualify? I actually have no idea even how to play that game. I know right now in Canada, if you get a 3RS allocation, they're selling for $200,000 over MSRP. And there they are there. There's Porsche. Now to be discreet, I'm turning the valves on so it's not as loud as we pull the Porsche. Actually, you know what? Discreet. So when I pulled in, everyone is looking out the window. Keep in mind right now I'm in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, and there are Porsches here obviously as a dealership, but none wrapped with multicolored wheels that are driving around with a straight pipe exhaust. That was a familiar face. You are now the finance manager here, is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
So here's a question for you.
Yes.
Could I leverage this car to get into like a 3RS allocation or GT3 Touring, GT3? How's that work?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Oh, he's smart. No straight answers. Hey, you want to buy this?
Pardon me?
You want to buy it?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you really?
Kind of.
Would you
How
guys?
is that nice?
Would you guys buy this off me if I wanted to sell it? Is it worth more? Is a Porsche worth more modified than it is stock?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I don't think anything is worth more modified than stock. because it's a very niche buyer that would actually want that car.
This car.
Like the modified car, because it's modified to the previous owner's specs, and it's hard to find another person like that.
I feel like this car.
Am I on camera? Am I?
A little bit. I thought, well, how would I sell it? Maybe the dealer would buy it. Maybe I can leverage this to get a 3RS allocation.
Dude.
That gives it away, hey?
How is it? So, jokes aside, like if you want to get on a list to get like a special, not a special car, like even like a GT3, a Turbo S, are there certain cars you can walk in and go on a list, or is it certain cars you have to like buy certain cars first to be on? That's like Ferrari does. We have to have like certain builds over the years and blah 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 blah.
So it's not as stringent as the US, where I'm sure you've heard stories from like on like Run List and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For Porsche, where you have to buy like 11 cars before you're even considered. But here, considering our location, very remote, few customers, we try and work with local guests that have Porsche trades, and people that we actually know will enjoy the cars and not just buy one to flip it, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you flip it, you're basically done after that. You're not going to get another special allocation.
I'm not one to talk to that. Like,
yeah, fair enough.
Can't we sell it right away?
For every new vehicle that we sell, we actually have a non-export, non-resale agreement, which is for about a year or so, which sort of deters people from doing that.
Fair.
But we also want to make sure that the cars go to the proper individuals that will truly enjoy it for what the machine can do.
Of
And
course.
it stays in the local market.
Exactly.
And that's the same with for any dealership that gives you an allocation. Like if you walk into, if Ferrari give you an F80, and you're like, yeah, cool, and you sold it the next day, well, they'll probably be, well, now it's off. Now it's off into China, and you're never going to see it again. Versus having it. And that's cool because there's pride in the brand, and you can do that because the supply outweighs the demand on special cars, especially from Porsche. Like even this car, it's a 2013. We bought it in California. It has 100,000 kilometers on it.
Good.
We paid 52,000 US for it, which is a good price.
That's a great price for it.
And then obviously it has the cup front end, so this is all OEM Porsche cup parts.
Nice.
I'm waiting on the NACA ducts and the hood pins. And then Damon hit a few things driving down here from LA, so I got to fix this bumper a little bit. That's not a big deal. That won't hurt the value. And then it's got the obviously the wrap. Now when you look above, it actually says daily driven exotics from above, from a famous Porsche livery.
Okay.
And then we have brand new brakes, brand new suspension, and then the wheels that match the wrap. Obviously pink in the front, green in the back. Like a dark gray.
Oh, is it the agate gray? That's nice. Yeah, that's the agate gray. Oh man, Evan would probably buy it if it wasn't wrapped.
Oh really? So if I wrapped it?
That's the easy part.
Yeah. Like Evan loves agate gray. Like that's his.
Is Evan your buyer or the dealer owner?
Evan is our general
He's
sales
the Mike.
manager. Yeah.
He's the Mike. He's the
the
big
Mike.
boss. He has a big office with glass windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got glass windows.
Does
It's not
he?
the biggest office, but it's got
pretty
glass
good.
windows.
And then we upgraded the steering wheel to a more modern version of it, which I know isn't period correct for the car, but it does make a big difference.
It looks pretty cool.
And then it does have obviously the GT3 style wing, or RS Private wing, the trunk lid, and then a Valvetronic valved exhaust. So overall,
Like we would do a formal trade appraisal and we'd bring it to Evan and he would put a number on it.
So official.
Like,
I love it.
I know it has to be.
He has to be.
and like, well, I mean, whatever I say could be used against me. So.
Of course, no, 100%. So anyways, 100 grand, you want to do this?
Sold.
USD?
Euro?
What are these?
I'll
So
do 100 grand euro.
this car in British Columbia, around how much are these retailing for, do you know? Like a 13,911?
A 13,911. Actually, there depends on the trim level, but this is a base Carrera.
It's an RS.
Yeah,
It's an RS.
No, it's
I,
base.
I thought it was a
Two-wheel
GT3
drive.
when I first saw it. Probably 70s. Yes.
70 Canadian.
Yeah,
So that's actually pretty. That's actually a
70
lot
to
of a
80.
car for 70 grand.
Yeah. Oh, it's I mean, we've seen 911 S's 13 go for just above 100K.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's the same
just a
body.
sport.
It's just tuned.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has different performance components, different suspension. The engine is tuned a little bit more.
Got it. Okay.
And there's certain cosmetic features that are changed as well.
All right. So you want to do 65 on it?
65 euros. For the right buyer, if you sell it privately, you could probably get more for it.
Yeah, of course.
Because they'll appreciate the mods to it.
Yeah.
We have to we have
have
to
to
see what
recondition.
we have to recondition it as.
But I will say, if you look at this car right now with its current the kit we put on it, the wrap, it looks like this is worth a lot more than $70,000.
Yes, I thought it was a GT3 when I walked out.
Yeah.
That's
And that's what's so cool about it, is the fact that, you know, the Cup kit's about $12,000 retail. Wheels, you know, call them 5 grand, wrap 5 grand-ish. So let's say you were 100 grand into this car, right? That's actually giving it some room with the exhaust and whatnot. For $100,000, you could literally show up to here at the Porsche store and fit in. In fact, you could actually come here and flex on people. So this is a special car. Talk to me about it.
That's the ST.
The ST.
I'm not the right guy to talk to you about it.
Well, you're here,
Yeah.
and he's not. So what is this?
It's a GT3 RS, but almost like a touring with manual gearbox. So, yeah, it's pretty top level.
Wow, look at the interior. That is what they call in the biz a big boy car.
Yes, big boy price tag too.
How much is it?
Well, it's only fitting to $911,000 for the 911.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
This is $1 million car. Wow, look at the badging. That's dope. GT3 RS, no wing, and it's manual. Well, we had a good chat off camera. I went inside the dealership, went and met with some of the people there, and the truth is, they would take this car, but it would not be a favorable offer. To the point where we didn't get to a number. The advice would be make it stock, bring it back, or sell it privately. And I knew that ultimately. You know, when you modify your car, you're doing it for you, not for the next buyer. In the meantime, we now have a Porsche to enjoy for the weekend. Oh, I almost forgot. As for the GT3 RS allocation, stay tuned, you sons of bitches.